The next thing I want to talk to is the secret to long life, and that is how to manage your energy. And again, all of the joy and all of the misery comes from inside of you. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to say and say, no, my boss was hard on me, my parents abused me as a kid, I had all of these bad things happen to me, and they get into this victim mode and they think, no, I can't be happy because of these external circumstances. But that's not true. And there's a great quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, and I always love this quote, and she said, there's only one person in this world that can make you feel unworthy. That's you, right? And so if you ever think about it, no one ever makes you feel bad. You make yourself feel bad. And the one thing a human can do is you always have a choice of how to react to any situation. And I had one of the Auschwitz survivors here, Eva Schloss, and she's being carted across Poland, basically to her death with her family, to go to a concentration camp back in 1942 or 43. And she said, Brian, that's when I had to choose how I was going to react to this situation. I could give up or I could not give up. You talk about being in one of the worst situations a human could be in the history of the world. And she's like, guess what? It's my choice how to react to that situation. So what is your choice how to react to your situation today? Sure, you could be miserable and angry, or you could choose gratitude. So here is Sadhguru talking about how to manage your energy.
Your joy and misery comes from within you. Right now, you can look at everything joyfully. What is a problem? Try to find a solution to it. Or you can look at everything with great sense of misery, and you become part of the problem. This is a choice you have. Either you become part of the solution or part of the problem. If you are joyful, you will become part of the solution. If you are miserable, you're also part of the problem, isn't it? And you could also become the source of problem for somebody But see, all this is happening because people are not conscious that they're mortal. They think other people die. They don't know consciously that I will die. As I sit here, my clock is ticking away. What is ticking away is not the clock, life is just ticking away. As you sat here, both of us are 30 minutes closer to our grave. Yes?
Yes.
If you're conscious of this, you would manage your life in the best possible way.
And that was Sadhguru really dropping some science there, and I love how he talks about understanding your own mortality. We had a great guest in here last week named Stephen Jenkinson, and he talked about how we live in this death-phobic society and we have to get comfortable with the fact that we will die. I'm not saying that in order to get on a low note, but if you realize that death is right around the corner, you're gonna take your life much more seriously. And that's what's so important, because in a year, you can live a lifetime if you choose to embrace every single moment and every single hour and every single day and really feel yourself empowered to live a really super full life. And Sadhguru talks about whether it's 10 days or 10 weeks or 10 moments or 10 years. It's like, how do you want to live your life? Do you want to embrace it to the fullest? Do you want to like drink life to the lees, as they say? Or do you want to just like let things pass, where days roll into the next day? It's more Netflix, it's more working a job you hate, it's tolerating poor relationships, tolerating poor performance for yourself. Or is it time now to seize every single second? Because it can take you 60 seconds. If they're the right 60 seconds, you can realize this incredible, joyous consciousness you have right now. And it's funny, right around London Real, we're next to a graveyard. It's called Bun Hill Graveyard. And I walk through it every single day. And it's great to remind myself that there are a bunch of people there that are dead. And so no matter how bad my day is, this is a day that they would all literally kill for if they could. And so what are you doing with your day? And how can you make today, this one single day, the greatest one in your life? How can you go out there and do great things and feel empowered and give out to others and make sure you concentrate and embrace and feel grateful for this time you have on this earth? And Sadhguru is really good about dropping this to you. And that's why I do a gratitude practice every single morning. And it's something I learned from my friends Alex and Mimi Icon. They have a great thing called the Gratitude or the 5-Minute Journal. It's an app. And it just reminds me every day to be grateful of something. You know, even when the tube is packed like sardines and it's hot in there, I'm grateful the fact that I'm alive and I'm not in a hospital bed dying somewhere and I could actually go to work. Also, going through that means that I'm going to do something productive, and if that's what it takes to do London Real, then I'm super lucky. So I'm always looking of ways of reframing the bad things in our life so I can always be appreciative of what's happening. And so that's a really important point from Sadhguru. And I'm curious, how can you manage your energy to where even weeks and months can feel like years of a fulfilling life? And it probably comes down to being grateful, taking risks, embracing who you are, giving back to others, and understanding that we're all here for just a finite amount of time.
At London Real, we believe that individual transformation can change the world. Join us and start your journey today.